Khan, okay, Shalom, Shalom to the 144,000 and the one third of the elect of the nation of Israel. First of all, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha Rakah Kodash. Double honor, of course, is extended unto the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, aka GMS, who continue to rule and teach Yasha Allah well through the Spirit, leading the flock by example. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes out to the Akim, the brothers who are pushing this good news, this gospel, throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and in truth, in hopes that it may edify and feed the elect lambs of Yahweh while Yahweh Shai, and risking their life for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's sake. Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, and shalom to you few sincere sisters, okay, who are doing the right thing, and also may the blessing of election fall upon your households. Okay, so I've got a few articles here, okay, and we can see that sin upon sin is is taking place. It's taking place upon this earth, man. Judgment is constantly going out. All right, the hearts of men and women too. All right, are waxing worse and worse. Okay, the love has surely gone. All right, people are getting triggered over the smallest things. Okay, there's no consideration of how others might feel. All right, that's like the last thing to enter these people's minds. All right, the majority of you people that walk the earth. Okay, now I've got an article from dailymail.co.uk. All right, and this is actually from the 21st of July, so last 2 months, just nearly 2 months ago anyway, if you want to be exact. This year 2023, which is deemed the year that all these prophecies hopefully do come to pass. Okay, so we'll read straight into the article. But the headline reads: Woman issues terrifying warning after finding a pram abandoned on the side of the road. Okay, not sure if this is in Babylon the Great or elsewhere. Okay, but either way, wickedness is being, it's happening the world over. Okay, it says a woman has urged kind-hearted strangers not to pull over if they see a baby or evidence of one abandoned on the side of the road. In the warning, the concerned mum posted a picture of a stroller parked just off a road next to some bushes. If you see a stroller, car seat, or any type of baby situation alone in the middle of nowhere, please, I repeat, don't get out. Be safe. The mum wrote. Now, obviously, what comes to someone's mind straight away if they come across something like this is of course to call the emergency services. Okay, or even just help out or do whatever you can to help the situation. Okay, but people are getting creative and in wickedness, of course, and they're using helpless situations like this where somebody could be in danger, all right, to lure people to into a trap where they may rob them or even kill them or just beat them senseless and stuff like that. All right, and it says, and people are quick to agree. Yes, people lie in wait. At best they rob you, at worst they bash you too, just like I mentioned. Okay, families are struggling. Some of them will use kids as a bait. That's right, because we're in desperate times, man. Okay, the pressures of life itself. Okay, bills and things like that. And other concerns, problems are getting to these people's minds. All right, so they're gonna do anything to feed themselves, and if they have family, even worse, feed their families. All right, so you can see the image of the stroller right there. It says the abandoned baby is a tactic used by thieves who wait to ambush kind strangers who might stop to check a stroller. This isn't the first time warnings like this have been issued, but the latest post has gone viral with people from all over the world commenting on the cruel bait, and people were pleased to have seen it. All right. Jump down a bit more. It says the stroller was probably dumped by my husband, who after 2 years still can't work out how to fold it for the boot. One mum said. Alright, a mum had to dump it because her toddler wanted to walk but didn't want her to push the groceries in the empty pram. She'll be back to get it later. Similar scams include a dead man and a screaming woman. Okay, and people are gonna do all sorts, whatever it takes. There might even be a walkie-talkie nearby. Okay, nobody will be in pain, alright, or in trouble, and they might just have a voice of a screaming woman. Okay, and then you go to you hear something, you're walking by, you're jogging by, something like that, you hear something, right, you inquire about it, all of a sudden you get beat around the head with something, and your life gets taken from you. Right, so these are the times that we're in, man. Okay, says I've heard of that, people pretend to be hurt and then steal your car. See, others said women do it too. Okay, so it's not just the men that you know behind the troublemaking as well. It's the women. All right. That's why you got to be you know circumspect in how and how you're dealing with people. All right. Okay. Of course, always pray and ask Yahweh Shema Shai for protection when you leave your household, when you leave your houses, all right, wherever you may be, and just constantly ask for guidance and wisdom. All right. And maybe go with someone if you're going somewhere that you're not usually uh, accustomed to, or you're not familiar with. Maybe go with someone that's maybe a family member or someone that you trust, because it's hard to find trust out here. All right, certainly is. Let's get a couple of scriptures. All right, because this is just gonna intensify. Okay, and people are gonna come up with more sadistic, more cruel methods. All right, like this. And you know that you've even had it in movies, and you can learn a lot of things from certain movies. All right, and stuff like that. In case of horror movies, you always have that typical, Edomite woman that goes or Edomite man that goes and checks out the danger instead of running from it. All right. So a lot of people do, call trouble upon themselves by, avoiding something that could easily be avoided. At the same time. All right. A lot of people do that. They'll knowingly go somewhere where, there could be dangers, right, and end up complaining that they're in a bad predicament, right, that they're injured when that could have been avoided had they, kept away at that certain time. So let's get Genesis chapter 6 and verse 5, and it says, "And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth," it sure is, man, "and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart, meaning mind, was only evil continually." Okay, and this scripture hits to the point, man. Okay, every wicked imagination, all right, deceptive, wicked method that comes to these people's minds to scam people, to trick people, to harm people, all right, that's what goes through a lot of these people's minds, man. All right, and it's just continually evil. Okay, and what truly, backs that up is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12, which is this is what Yahushua said. Okay, and because iniquity, all right, which is sin upon sin, shall abound, right, happen more frequently and often, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, and people can, you know, hurt one another over nothing, over the smallest thing. All right, even over a stare. You got that amongst our people, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, right, as well as the Israelite foreigners, man, who are the Lord's chosen people. Right, the majority of our people are wicked, man, and over a neighborhood, postcodes. Okay, you'll have little gang wars, turfs, all right, shooting and stabbing one another, man. Especially if they look at you the wrong way, things like that. Okay, that's why the Lord is bringing judgment upon a lot of our people, man. Okay. See, in the past, I sometimes used to watch, these FBI shows, and and the detectives using, their skills in understanding the mindset of these criminals and why they do the things they do, how they do the things they do. All right, and a lot of them, okay, they like to claim that they're mentally ill. All right, okay, especially when they're being charged with the crime. All right, but didn't have no mental problems prior. All right, to committing a criminal act or anything like that. All right, but these people, evil out here. All right. So, and this is another article from USAtoday.com. All right, and it says a 16-year-old girl stabbed to death during dispute over McDonald's sauce. Reports. All right. You got a lot of these. As Elder Apostle Ricard likes to call them GMO babies, purge babies. All right. And it ain't just the males. It's the females too. Okay. Raised by Big Shirley and all right, and things like that. And even the diet and the things in the food, these GMO foods, contributes to that, man. And drugs being pushed upon our people in the communities, right, all up in the system of these young individuals, right. take out their their wickedness to terrorizing everybody else, each other, even elderly people. All right. Now, over McDonald's, which McDonald's is a damn experiment, damn science experiment. That's the last place you want to go eat, man. McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, these mega fast chain um, foods. All right. You got all pink slime and human meat in the McDonald's foods, man, and all manner of of filth in there. Okay, which is prophesied, of course, because as it says in the book of Ezekiel, that we'll eat our defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whither the Lord has driven us. Okay, so there's going to be all sorts of chemicals and preservatives in all these foods, all right, things like that. Especially even the McDonald's fries, or you know, it's, it's terrible. But to stab someone over sauce, right, goes to show you that how minds these days are gone. It says a teenage girl, right, is dead following a stabbing outside of Washington D.C. A McDonald's early Sunday morning CBS affiliate TV reported. According to D.C. police, they were called to a hospital around 10 past 2 in the morning to 10 a.m. Sunday after a 16-year-old girl came in seeking treatment for stab wounds. Despite life-saving efforts, the victim later died. The victim was identified by police as Naima Ligon of Waldorf. According to WUSA TV, police said the teen had been stabbed during a fight with another teen girl in a car outside the McDonald's at the intersection of U and 14th Streets NW. A detective testified in court that the girls were at the McDonald's together. Ordered food and then got into a car together. At that point, the detective said the girls got into an argument over the sauce they got. That's when the stabbing happened. Obviously being petty like that, man. And they were probably, good friends or something. Okay. Which reminds me, because the times we're coming in, man, you're gonna have, all right, people invading one another, all right, neighbors turning on each other, neighbors that knew each other for 20 plus years. Okay. Especially when these famine hits and things like that. So the DC police said another 16-year-old girl, also from Waldorf, Maryland, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. Judge Sherry Beatty Arthur reiterated the cause of the fight when she decided to hold a teenage suspect at a secure facility until her next hearing. Okay, that's what Fox 5 DC reported. At the time of her arrest, the suspect was found to be in possession of a knife, DC police said in the news release state. Okay. And a lot of these knife crimes and gun crimes are constantly increasing. Okay. This is the book of Iraq, chapter 19, and verse 5. It says, "Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life." Okay. Instead of just not arguing over something like sauces, all right, or even just just sharing it and just being kind like that, all right. Instead, she took pleasure in wickedness by killing, stabbing to death, her friend. Okay, all right, and that's why now, all right, she's facing the consequences. All right, she's facing the consequences now. Okay, let's get within the same book, but a different chapter. Sirach chapter 11, go verse 16. Error and darkness had their beginning together with sinners, and evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. Okay, and that moment in time, man, she gloried in doing that, man. Okay, and you'll always find error and darkness together with sin. Okay, they go hand in hand. All right, and the results of that is, of course, evil. All right. article, man. A lot of these, young women, man, didn't have that father figure in the back you know, in their childhood, in their life growing up, things like that. Yeah, so they're not very disciplined. Okay, a lot of it stems from that. And that's pursuant to the curses in Deuteronomy 28 as well. Okay, whether those girls were Israelites or not. All right. Now this is from wave3.com. It says police arrest man for allegedly raping woman walking in downtown Louisville. Okay, this was August the 25th, 2023, this article, when it came out. It says Louisville police arrested a man who they said raped a woman walking in downtown Louisville Friday morning. Okay, so it would have been, daylight. It says an arrest report said the woman was walking in the area of the 100 block of W. Jefferson Street when 37-year-old Travis Hall approached her. And that's the individual, okay, who appears to be an Edomite. Alright. It said the report said he grabbed her, pulled her behind the wall, pushed her down, and raped her. Police said the incident happened around 9:30 a.m. A witness told police they heard the woman screaming for help and managed to take a picture of Hall on top of the victim, and that's one of the woman's weapons, her scream. Okay. It says the woman was taken to the University of Louisville Hospital. Her condition is not known. Hall was arrested and charged with one count of rape and sexual abuse. Expected on court Saturday. Right, that's the end of that article right there, man. Okay. And yeah, man. Wickedness is ever abounding, man. Okay. And for a lot of you women who walk in pride, all right, haughty, believing that you're untouchable, okay, because of feminism that's been pushed on this planet, pushed forth, that vibration being pushed forth across the whole world, especially from Babylon the Great, man. That's why these nations are angry with America, man. Okay, they've been drunk off that Babylonian juice, which is it's wine, it's philosophy, it's doctrine, all right, LGBTQ, all right, pedophilia, all right, same-sex marriages, all right, adultery, all those things, man, right, wicked manner of life, right, things like that, and you women who, because you like to claim, oh, you don't need a man and things like that, right, you can do all bad by yourself, but this is a clear example of, all right, of you not, okay, because a lot of you think you can challenge a man's authority, go around a man's authority and things like that, okay, and then this happens, all right. See, so especially 2/3 in Babylon the Great, you Israelite women as well, man. All right, there's a lot of judgment coming your way. Let's get Isaiah chapter 32, verse 16, I believe, or verse 9. That's it. Rise up, you women that are at ease. All right, and how you're at ease, man. You get these benefits, these privileges, from the government. All right, these handouts, things like that. Okay, you got the state backing you. All right, everything's catered to you. These cities, all right, metropolitan things like that. These mother cities, man. All right, you got all these convenience at your disposal. All right, because really these cities were more catered for the women. All right, because he pushes the worship of women. He extols these women, or exalts them rather. All right, it says, "Hear my voice, you careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." That's right, man. So these things are going to be stripped away from you, these benefits, these privileges, things like that. It says, "Tremble, you women that are at ease, be troubled, you careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." That's right, man. Okay. Because when these martial law troops come in, all right, and these foreign, military come into, America, man. Okay. Especially if you're an attractive woman, they're gonna have their way with you and things like that, man. They ain't gonna care. All right. They ain't gonna care whatsoever. get again back to Sirach chapter 25 and verse 19. That's the one I'm looking for. Well, this ties into the previous article. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. That's right, man. You know, and of the woman became the beginning of sinning, through her we all die, man. Right, and the woman being the weaker vessel. Okay, because it was Eve that was in the transgression. Okay, right, and then she caused Adam to sin next. You know, so it's it's the woman that's all right. You know that brings forth a lot of this wickedness, man. All right, and things like that. Let's get Proverbs 22, verse 8. If I got that already. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the rod of his anger shall fail. All right, you know, and that individual that gripped the woman, man. You know, you got what you deserve, man. Okay, all right. You know, you sow iniquity, you reap, vanity. All right, okay. You know, it goes to show you that these men out here don't care as well. All right. Sirach chapter 3 verse 28. In the punishment of the proud there is no remedy, for the plant of wickedness has taken root in him. Okay. And you know, there's a lot of proud people, right, that walk this earth, man. You know, their pride has taken root in their minds, man. Okay. And then from that wickedness stems forth. All right. You know, being proud and prideful and boastful is a very heavy demon. Okay. You know, and that can make you, believe that you can do anything and get away with it. All right. I think this is the last one. Right. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. You know, that's the time we're coming into, man. Okay. Jacob's trouble is around the corner, man. Okay. And if you don't have the protection of your Habashim Yashai, man, you're going to be, victim to any of those things. Alright? You know, man or woman. Okay. You know, not to mention these pestilences and famines that are, you know, they're out here as well. Okay. So, see that the love is abounding. Sorry, the wickedness is abounding. Okay. And the love of many is waxing cold. Alright. So, I'm going to end the lesson right here. Okay. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. In closing, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Waha Rakak Kodash, Mawafla Babal, Wakwam Yashirala. If you have not repented, it's the first time I've come across this lesson. Repent, for the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is at hand. So with that, Shalom to the elect.